Hello, in this video, we will introduce binary I/O using pickling. The previous videos, we introduced text I/O. Text I/O, you write data to the file. You can read the data using a text editor. The binary I/O is a direct dump from the memory to the file. So you have 4 bytes and int, for example, it's going to dump all the way to the file, exactly the same. But for text file, when you write an integer to the text file, the integer is encoded now to ASCII code. Binary I/O is more efficient because it does not involve encoding and decoding. For binary I/O in Python, you're going to use the pickle module's dump and load functions to write and read data. When you open the file, you use RB for read binary and using WB for writing binary. The Python pickle module implements the powerful and efficient algorithm for serializing and deserializing objects. So you can write objects too, not just the simple data. You can write the objects, write the list, write almost anything into the file, and you can read it back. It's called a deserializing. So this is the opposite. The object stored in the file and deserializing and read it back to the memory. So let's look at this binary I/O demo. So we're going to write this open. This is the data. It's called pickle.data for writing binary. So we're going to write it for simple demo. We'll write the integer 45 to the output file, write a floating point number to the file, write a string to the file, write a list to the file. Now close it. So now we're going to read it back. So we're going to open it using RB. So we're going to do this pickle.load. We load it and print it. We load it and print it. We load it, print it. You're going to see this is exactly the data that were written. Now they were read back. So how do you detect the end of file for the binary file? You can use the using try catch. So this is a try except when you have an error. You keep reading, but when you reach end of file, you get an error. So when you get an error, so that you know that's the end of the file. So we're going to write this code right here. So this is to open the file, to write the file. We're going to keep writing the numbers. So let's write a couple of numbers here, the integer, and prompt the user to read the integer. At the end of input, we enter 0. So that's the signify the end of the input. So now, after you read the integer right to the file, after this is done, we close it. Now we're going to read it back. So this numbers we're going to read it back. So here we're going to use this end of file. It's false now. If it's not a false, so we're going to try to read it. So we read. Now this is try catch. When this catches, there's an error, means this is true. So when you come back here and that's not true, is false. So this is over. That's how we do this. And see, we write the data 4579 and we read this 4579 back. So that is all for binary I/O using pickling. See you on the next video.